Second ball! Derek, well done! Keep going, Derek! Keep going! You don't want it! You don't want it!
So this is a bit of a new one. So we're back on Miller's TV. This time you get to be seen as well as being there.
Okay, fair enough. That's alright.
So first game of the season, and we've opened with, well, Genius. It's a tough side. talk me through your opinion on the game.
I thought we did very well. I mean, we came out with a game plan. We knew they'd play through at the back, so stick it in the corners and get after them and press them high. In the first 20 minutes, we did that really well. Obviously, opened up with a penalty and a goal, and then we just kicked on from there. We've got our things to work on. The first game of the season, there's always things to work on, but overall, a very, very solid performance to take into Tuesday.
Before we run through the goals, team sheet comes out. There's quite a lot of the new lads immediately started. How hard is it as a new lad to walk into this team, and how do you think they got on with, stepping straight in on the first day?
As I think, as you've seen, I mean, they've stepped in very well. I mean, you've got the likes of Daz and Robbie that both come in through the pre-season games and done really well. And then you've got Jay settled in at centre half really well. I know it was last year, but and to come in the pre-season games, we've had a good pre-season with them all. We've been at nearly all of us have been at every training session. Worked really hard, and we've all gelled together really well as a team. So we can't ask any more, and the management has been there as well. So we can't ask any more of that as players.
For anyone that obviously wasn't at pre-season, how do you feel pre-season went?
Very good. The last 3 games were probably the best 3 games that we had. Mansfield, County and Mickleover did very, very well at that, and it showed that the pre-season worked because we played against 3 tough opposition and did really well. The Hucknall game was obviously a lull where I don't think any of us were on our game, and that was a tough learning curve for us, but I suppose that spurred us on to go, so you know what, we need a kick up the backside sort of thing, if you like, and to go on and produce the performances that we have, and we've taken those last 3 performances into today, and that's what's worked really well for us.
And then we step into today's game, and we're 3 to the good. Talk me through all 3 goals, including yours, which, I mean, you battled very hard to get that ball.
It's just obviously you work hard. The harder you work, the more praise you're going to get, and the more you're going to get out of the game. And I think that showed from my goal, running from the edge of my box and chasing after the ball, and then the defender and the keeper making mistakes and then end up clattering me. So, and obviously took it as well as you can do. And then second goal again was well worked, and Willie has obviously slided in. He'll be a great addition for us. So, and then Hoots is obviously causing as havoc as usual as you like in the box and winding players up, and he's got his rewards from it as well. So at the end of the day, it's a great team performance, and we'll kick on to Tuesday.
Hoots got a goal disallowed just 5 minutes before. What was your take on that? Because having stood outside the bar, I don't think a single man saw what had gone wrong there.
It was given because Willie tripped someone up in the middle of the box, but he had absolutely nothing to do with it, so I don't know what the ref saw there. But having said that, he's gave the decision, and he could have changed the game, but at the end of the day we pulled through and got the win in the end, so we can't really. It was a great finish though, you can't knock it from the bloke. So
I was going to say, it could be goal of the season on the first day.
It could have been goal of the season on the first day, but it didn't a goal in the end.
But we're on the first day, and we've come away with a 3-0 win, and that puts us in a bit of a different situation to the last couple of years. How nice is it to get the win on the first day, and how does that affect us kicking on from here in the mindset?
Definitely. I mean, it's always nice to get 3 points right at the start, but our mindset's been very, very clear from the get-go. Improve on last year's cup win, improve on where we were, and just keep kicking forward. And we believe that as a group of players and a group of managers, we've got the ability to go and kick on to the top 10 and kick on up and challenge further up in the high places. So, and go on the cup runs that we've obviously went on last year, and go on and kick on there. So I believe that providing we can all stick together and put this amount of work rate in, even if you're having a bad game, put the work rate in. If we can do that week in, week out, then we'll stand a chance in every game. So it sets the platform off really nicely. Goes on to Tuesday to Stamford. Hopefully go and put the exact same performance in and see what happens there. And then we go into a cup game. So it's all to play for.
Yeah. And you say that, I mean, I assume you're going to repeat kind of some of those words, but is that kind of like what Gaffer said to you before the start of the season?
Yeah, well, he's been on about do the right things, do the things right the first time, play what you see, and things like that. And he keeps repeating it, and it gets boring as players, but every time we've done it, we've caused these guys problems. Every time we've stuck it in the channels, it's caused us to cause them problems, and we've chased onto it, and we've pressed high, and we've squeezed high. So whatever he's installing in us is it's gonna continue throughout the rest of the season. So and we're going to make sure as a group of players it doesn't drop, and we're going to make sure that we're all committed as we can be to go and to carry on.
And finally, yes, we scored 3. Yes, we've walked away with 3 to the good, but we didn't concede a goal today, which obviously was a problem at the start of the last season.
Definitely,
especially
yeah.
starting slowly and conceding early on. How effective do you think the defence was today? And is it easier as an attacking player to know you can rely on the guys at the back?
Of course it is. Yeah, of course. I mean, the 4 at the back have been absolutely class, and including stakes at 5 at the back, I should say, I suppose. You can rely on them if we're caught on the pitch. They're always going to deal with it. And you can Daniel that sit in the middle and make sure that they sit in front of the back 4, and it's all a collective group, especially the back 5. So it's really good to have them behind us. So no problem.
Is the last word I'll see you on a win, mate?
No, good luck. Thanks very much.
Sorry. Our second Miller's TV interview of the season. With Darol, who's new to the club. Before we talk about today's game, I want to talk about last season. Because it's always nice to know where someone's come from and what they've experienced prior to here. So last season you weren't far off promotion, were you, with Osset Town?
Yeah, we agonisingly close. We got to the playoff final and 2 minutes away, and then they scored. Farzi, who went up, scored in the 89th, 90th minute. So we equalised, went to extra time, and then we ended up losing, which was a bit heartbreaking. But sort of come here, and having done that with Osset, Carlton's a very similar team, very similar position historically in the league, and we have a lot of confidence from doing that.
Other than Osset, where have you been prior to that?
Osset Town, there for about 3 years. Before that, Osset Albion. Then I played for a team up in Newcastle where I was at university, but that's it really. Nothing too glamorous.
You got to put the publicity out to the other side.
Intimidating.
But then you moved here. So what was your logic was because of Carlton's history and things like that?
No, I actually found out I was moving here. It all happened very suddenly, but me and my partner found out we were moving down here, so I actually saw Carlton play Beresford in the final. Came down to watch that.
Last game to come to.
Yeah. Obviously, you learn a lot from watching teams, and it was an Ofcom final, but saw a lot of positives. Saw how I fit in and the resemblance between Osset. So yeah, it was like for like really.
I understand you could have been on the other side of the pitch today, though.
Yeah. I think the manager at Sheffield is good friends with the manager at Osset. So when I told my old gaffer that I was moving down here, he was straight on the phone to him. He was he was trying to get me to go there, but Wayne told me around to stay. It's always nice having played them and get a win, but yeah, best of luck to them this season.
Well, I don't think that as much as the scoreline looks different. They're particularly ashamed of themselves, but for us, it's a beautiful win on the first day of the season.
Yeah.
Talk me through your opinion of the game and how we pulled that off.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a great pre-season. We were very confident going into it, having played some good teams and got some good results. So we came in with a lot of confidence. I mean, we knew they'd offer a lot, which they did, but everything throughout us we dealt with, and at times we had to weather a bit of pressure. It didn't really cause us anything. We were always confident that we've got the ability to go and score goals if we keep a clean sheet, which always nice for a defender to get that clean sheet. And then boys who come off the bench as well, impact the game, and so it just relieves a lot of pressure when you get that second and third.
And how nice was it? So previous seasons we've always struggled with slow starts or keeping clean sheets. How much easier did that make the game? The defence was tight, and that gave attacking players more freedom to make their influence.
Again, it's massive. If you want to do well in the league, you need to get off to a good start. If you're not doing well in your first 10-15 games, it's an uphill battle the whole season. So yeah, we wanted to get off to a good start, and we've had a lot of confidence in us back five. You know, defensively we've been solid all pre-season, so we had no doubts that we'd be able to handle it. It's just, you know, turning up and performing. And yeah, like you say, that gives a lot of. When I think the people in front of us as well trust us, you know, gives them a lot more confidence going forward and the team. So.
Talking about trust, how have you found essentially moving into a group of guys you don't know, like gelling with a whole new team? How does that experience feel?
I mean, it can be quite daunting, you know, like coming up and not knowing, going from an area where you've played for 5-6 years, so you know quite a lot of people, to coming down here and not knowing anyone really. It was a little bit daunting, but you know, when I spoke to Wayne before pre-season started, he sort of spoke very highly of the group that they had, the majority of which was staying, you know, and he's bringing a few more in, and you know, it's a great bunch, which you could tell, first training session you could tell that was a great camaraderie and atmosphere, and it's, in the day it's semi-pro football, you know, you want to enjoy it, you know. So when after a few sessions I knew I'd bed in well, and everyone was dead right, so it was an easy decision to stay really because of the atmosphere and the environment.
And finally, so you can get home and actually, like you say, enjoy your day. This season, what are your expectations? What do you think Carlton can achieve?
Well, I mean, like I said, coming from what we did last season with, you know, I don't know what the budget is really, but I imagine it's very similar. So we had, you know, at the beginning of the season, Ossie waited to do anything special, and we got to the playoffs. I'd be disappointed if we didn't go right to the end of the season pushing for it. You know, there's no reason. I mean, I think we've sort of made a name amongst ourselves to be, you know, top half. I think, you know, there's no way we can push all the way to the season. Top 6 is it now for playoffs? So yeah, that's definitely a goal of mine, and I think as we got off to a good start and keep getting better and better each game, everyone's going to buy into that and hopefully, you know, push towards it.
Well, I look forward to speaking to you again once we've achieved that.
Yeah.
But thank you and congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it.